You heard about your boy Fugi though?
Man.
5 years, man. Supposedly, I mean, they gave him 5 years.
Man, that's not what's up, man. Free Fugi.
Free Fugi.
You know, that's my guy. I miss Fugi.
I know. Welcome to the Presidential Executive Podcast, y'all. Episode 28.
28 in the books.
What is going on, Rag?
What it do? What's good?
Man, you know what's good. I'm going to tell you what's good here. Because if you are a fan of the Presidential Executive Podcast, you can now subscribe to Spotify, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Stitcher. So go look up Presidential Executive Podcast. Actually, you can put in the presidential and then the EXE, and then that's everything will show up from there. So go check us out there, y'all. Please subscribe to it, follow it, go rate and actually review it. Give us 4 or 5 stars, whatever you do. The people that have been commenting that mess with us, you know what I'm saying, go handle that for us. You know what I'm saying, go do that. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate all the support we've been getting too.
For real, salute to y'all. Salute. So continue to do that. Of course, you know, we still on our YouTube gang. YouTube is no longer JBTV. It is ThePrezEx. ThePrezEx on everything. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now YouTube. So that's ThePrezEx. Okay, ThePrezEx. You know, look that up on any of your favorite social media platforms, and we will be there. Just click and follow so you get notified and see what's up. Follow us, Raggers with the Foolery, on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? He'll be putting us up there. He'll be putting us out, putting up different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Need to go check us out on that, and let's get the rolling, man.
All right, so what we got today?
Today we got your favorite uncle here. You know.
Now you know who my favorite uncle is.
Oh yeah. Your favorite uncle Shay Shay.
Man, Uncle Shay Shay.
Uncle
with the
Shay
miles
Shay.
and the yak.
Uncle Shay Shay's the favorite uncle. We got
You
another.
talking about our other uncle?
We got another
on
uncle.
my mama's side.
Yeah. The one that, you know what I'm saying, that kind of, you know, mess everybody up at the family reunion. You know what I'm saying? Kind of get that going. Uncle Steve Harley.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think this. I saw it. Remember our boy DJ Black.
Yeah. Shout out to Reg, Ock Black, DJ Black. Salute to the OG.
Yeah. I think he saw it, and then I saw it on a lot of other places too. YouTube, Facebook, and Steve Harvey, which I just now find out he's on a tour. He's promoting the book.
Of course.
You know, he's promoting the book.
Come on, man. You see the change? You know the business? What's up like that?
Exactly. What's up like that? That's the
Shout
choices.
out to Project Pet. Yeah.
That's on the choices.
Nah, that's off that
choices.
It's off the Project Pet album, Posse Cut, Rinky Dink Records.
Rinky
She's
Dink.
like, you still messing with them hypnotized mind niggas?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You see the change. You know the business. What's up like that?
7,000.
Is that how? Get some something. Get fresh.
7,000. Get time to get fresh. Get out my business. but this come from Steve Harvey, man. He's obviously promoting a new book, and he
of course
had a interesting take on men and women being friends. I'm just gonna play this real quick, and we'll just kind of go from there.
Where did this come from?
I mean, it's a blessing, true enough, but really, it was just me sitting down being honest. All of my friends are men. I don't have female friends. I don't. I'm incapable of that.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, because, you know, come on.
Because you have a wife.
Well, I have a wife, and I don't really have female friends because, look, okay, let's get rid of this myth right here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Let's get rid of this right there. You're an attractive woman. There's some guy somewhere saying, yeah, we're friends. No, that's not true. He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor. And trust and believe that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the opportunity. Because we're
most
guys.
men think this way?
99.9% of us think that way. And you tell this to a woman, it just blows her back. No, I have male friends. You have male friends because they know it can be nothing else right now. I tell you what, all your male friends, just ask them in a friendly way. If I wanted to date you, would you be okay with that? And watch the fireworks. Watch. I'm telling you.
Alrighty then. So that's pretty much what the main deal is. You know what I'm saying? What say you, Rack?
You know, normally I disagree with not, like how he said 99.9%. Normally I disagree with 99.9% of what Uncle Steve says, but
sure.
I will have to say that I wholeheartedly agree. Wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah.
Now let's just, cause you know me, we know each other. Now all the viewers and stuff don't, but we'll say this. So like, you remember back when we were, you know, in business with our record label and everything, we had a, you know, you get your pictures taken and things like that.
Right.
You remember I had a female friend.
For sure.
But it was kind of obvious to everyone that like she was into me.
For sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in the course of while we was doing it, doing gigs, doing events, like we had people who would come to the gig, and they was my friend.
Right.
But like, it was a little running joke with y'all, like, man, what's up, man? You wanna? Cause y'all knew like she's into you.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, it's some that I have viewed as friends that I had to keep my distance from.
Yeah.
Because I knew.
Yeah.
And see, this is the thing. Like, our generation, we grew up watching Family Matters.
Yeah.
Family Matters ruined us because Steve Urkel was the original. I'm a friendship my way into. From the first appearance on the second episode, where he took Laura to the school dance, and he had told her basically like, I've been wanting to take you out. I've been in love with you since I was in kindergarten, all this, that, and the third. Yeah. And he accepted friendship because that's all that she was offering. But every single time she said jump, and Myra was killing Laura.
She was.
Man, argue with your mom. Like, anybody who disagree, argue with your mama. Michelle Thomas was, in real life, man, was killing Laura.
Was that.
It ain't even a competition.
That was that.
On every level.
And that could be a whole nother situation.
Man.
Because she was giving it up. Like, she was like ready. That's why Malcolm Jamal Warner Theo was with her in real life, because she was on the Cosby Show. She was Justine on the Cosby Show. Man, Myra was killing Laura. She was.
Okay, but when Laura said jump, all Laura had to do was big old cheeks start grinning and Steve running. And I'm not saying that Laura was busted or nothing like that, but she could. Laura didn't have Maxine. Laura didn't have Myra. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was plenty of little girls that visited on the show or whatever that shit.
But Laura was cute though.
She was cute. But she didn't have Myra though. But Steve was so in love with her.
Yeah.
Like, and you got all of this deliciousness, but he was the original. I'm a friendship my way into it.
Yeah.
So me personally, and I'm gonna throw it to you. Me personally, I have friends. However, I don't hang out with them.
Yeah.
The female friends that I have, I don't just sit up and talk to every day on the phone. We don't be going out like, hey, let's go to the movies. Let's go out to eat. That it just keeps the line from being crossed. But we'll check on each other every now and again. Mm-hmm. You know, on Father's Day, I get a Father's Day text. If they got kids, I send them a Mother's Day text. Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday. Somebody dying in your family, I get a text message or a phone call. But just, oh, it's Tuesday. Let me see how such and such. No, we don't do that.
Right.
So I throw the lob to you.
Yeah, like I'm like you said with Uncle Steve. It's in the 90th percentile where I don't agree with him. You know what I'm saying? To that degree. But on this, like, yeah, I can't front. Like, went to TSU. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, my era of TSU from what 2000 to about 2004, 2005, and the ratio was like 27-1. So during those years, I had plenty of female friends. You know, a lot of them I kicked it with. You know what I'm saying? We had, but it was, you know, certain ones that, you know, wanted to give me some play and doing all, you know what I'm saying, to where it was, yeah, and the ones that were quote unquote fine that didn't give play, it was known, or it was, you know what I'm saying, out there, like, okay, we good. I don't want to mess up what we have as a friendship, and you know, and all this. And so, you know, and me married now, like, I don't, compared to some years ago, I've been married almost 8 years now, like, me having, you know, female friends, it's just to that degree that you're talking about, like talking to frequently, you know what I'm saying, or weekly, or even monthly, you know what I'm saying. I don't do that because I know myself. You know, I know myself. It's like, it's not, you know, it's nothing. You know, it's just not a good look, especially when you know yourself, and when you know if somebody's attractive, they're attractive, and so you just don't kind of want to put yourself, you know, necessarily in that position. But I wouldn't. Yeah, that's pretty much the thing, because if you're attracted to them, you know what I'm saying, and you know, you going out to just have a drink or something, and you know, you just start talking and stuff, and you know, she may be going through something, you may be going through something, you know what I'm saying. You're setting yourself up, because as a man, like me, I can speak for me and you, it's, you know what I'm saying, we're hunters.
Yeah.
You know, when we had the episode,
we hunt.
We hunt, and so
like we used to go out, like before you got married, like we would go out. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Like
we hit TSU homecoming, like we was on the prowl, like we looking.
It's out there.
You know what I'm saying? Even a homeboy who wasn't never looking, even Kay was looking, Kayzo was looking. You know what I'm saying? Like he was trying to look and see what it was.
You can't help it.
Was it me, you, Kayzo, B. Howard?
Yep.
Man, Project Pat, like man, you know what I'm saying? Like we out there looking, we on the prowl.
And so you can't.
I mean, it is what it is.
You can't, like, to me, you can have female friends to a degree. Like for me, if you have, that's why I think it's good if you're married or something to have other married couples that you are connected to. Just so, okay, I'm married, you're married. Okay, I can be cool with, but that's, you know, that's your wife. You know what I'm saying? If you any type of real man with any principles, you ain't gonna cross that line. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the, you know, time of degree, like you do have exceptions to that rule. But, you know, for me at this point, it's like, it's good to have married people that you are connected to or friends with. And so you could be like, yeah, that's my friend, but that's also my homeboy's wife.
Well, I mean, that explains why you wasn't hanging out with me, you know, because like I'm out here.
Yeah. You know,
you gotta be, you know.
Yeah, you know, and you know, most of my friends, well, you know, B. Howard and Dade and, you know, Pat, they all don't have a significant other as far as connected, married to like that. And so, you know, that doesn't change our relationship. We still talk often and do that. But as far as, I don't go some of the certain places that they go sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just because of my position and
you
work.
can't do hood rat stuff with your friends.
Not consistently. You know what I'm saying? Maybe on certain trips or something you can go out and hang and do, you know, do what you do, but just on a normal of my lifestyle, like, I try not to put myself in certain positions. You know, stuff can happen at certain times. You know what I'm saying? But I don't go lurking. We'll just say you out there looking for it. You know what I'm saying? And so if you got, I ain't gonna lie. Like during my time, especially during TSU, I got a lot of attractive female friends that I, you know, went to college with. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of them, like you said, I don't speak too often. But when my dad passed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. A few of them, you know, saw, you know, posted stuff. They hit me up on the DM, you know, their condolences, and you know, my birthday. You know, they say, you know, happy birthday, JB, and do all this stuff. And so, you know, that's cool. But then, you know, I don't be like, hey,
Right.
how you doing? You know, and I'm coming up to so and so to come visit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like that. Like, if I see him, it being passed, I'm coming to see y'all, my homeboys or something like that, and if we link up, we see him. But I'm not making a trip up there just to see you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, I got to give it to Uncle Steve, man. He is, I would say, correct on that. You know, but
and I'll put a caveat in there, like, so it's and if I showed you some of the women that I work with,
yeah, I've seen one of them.
yeah, like, and I could consider some of them friends, but that's inorganic because we work together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that if one of them quit or retired, or God forbid, one of us lost our lives or something like that. Well, of course you wouldn't talk if you lost life, but quit, retire, get another job or something like that, get fired, like, God forbid that happen. I don't know that we're still, like, because we talk at work. Like, we don't call each other outside of work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's been some times where after work, you know, you go, hey, we finna go here. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like when I first started, like, oh, we finna go. Okay, cool. We gon'. I mean, ain't nothing happened since the pandemic, but you know, you go out, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know that I'm sitting at home on a Friday, and you know, I get a call or whatever. Nah, I'm not finna do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause especially if I have to work there, and if you've ever worked in a place where you done got down before. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all ain't rocking like that no more. It gets extremely awkward,
very much so.
and uncomfortable.
But those are kind
you know what I'm saying?
Man
like,
law rules.
Yeah, right. You really not supposed to shit where you eat at, but you know, sometimes you what Biggie say? That's rule number 5 of the 10 Crack Commandments. You never sell dope where you rest at. I don't care if they want an ounce. Tell them bounce.
Yeah.
You break that rule, you have to pay the price.
For sure.
But so you have organic experiences like where you working with somebody or like you go to church with somebody for years. That's gonna happen. But I don't think on the level, and I think that what Steve was referring to, and I think that this is what we're referring to, is like if you go to work with somebody and you say, oh, that's my friend. Right. But I think he means it in the sense of I don't have people that I go and hang out with on the one-on-one. Right. I don't have people that I go and just be talking to all day on the phone with like that. Yeah. Even, you know, like now occasionally you have people that you grew up with from childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can say one. I mean, like, you know, I mean, I'm tight with her husband. Like, man, call me big bruh. You know what I'm saying? That kids call me uncle or whatever. Never done crazy going on there, but she was like a legit little sister with me, and we was doing music and stuff like that. You know, shout out to the Carwells, you know what I'm saying? Cordero and Jessica. But like, that's legit like little sister to me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So consider her a friend. But like, we talk everyone, but we don't go hang out. You know, it's a whole married woman. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've hung out more with her husband than her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like, I know her, but I've hung out with her husband more than her. Right. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna say this person's name because they're married or whatever, but used to date my little brother. You know them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Go to the breath. Yep. But again, like a little sister, but like, man, used to date Bird or whatever. Like, so we consider each other friends. Yeah. But again, don't talk every day. Hey, what's going on? Let's go out to eat. Let's kick it. What are you doing? How's like no, we occasionally everything good. You know, your mom straight, your dad straight, you know, your sister straight. Bitch, hey, how your mom and dad doing? Your brother's good. That's that on that. But we not, so when we gonna link up? No. Like, if something go down, you know what I'm saying? Like, we chop it up, we rap, you know, we get the happy birthday text, Merry Christmas, all of that type stuff on a birthday, might phone call. Consider them friends, but in terms of hanging it out, kicking it. And if some of the people that would say, and I've alluded to this before, like we had that thing at your house at times some years ago, where they was trying to do the little business thing with us. Somebody made a presentation. Right. So like, you remember the chick was in there, and like I didn't know she was in there because like the way the room was set up, I didn't see it. So when it's over with, you remember she gave me that big hug, and everybody's like, "Dang, how you know her?" She's like, "Oh, that's my friend." Yeah. Like, no, like we wasn't for like, yeah, I was her friend, like we were friends now. It used to not be like that, but like it's somebody who, and again, even at that point, because we ran into each other a couple times, like couldn't hang out with because she was in the situation, like, and it was like always implied, like if I be hanging out with you, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? And so again, I've been in situations like I have people who consider me friend, but we kissed each other before, we done dated before, may have even been the junk before, right. You know, or I may have been they junk before, right. You know what I'm saying? And so when we see each other, like, oh, that's my friend, but no, we can't talk every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then there's some people who I consider friends, like I said, don't talk to, but it started off, I was trying to holler at them. Didn't work out like that. Right. So I accepted. So I took myself out of the friend zone in terms of I'm not finna stay on the phone with you 3 or 4 hours. Mm-hmm. I'm not finna, you know, be going out with you and then you messing up my action cause I can't holler at nobody while I'm out cause I'm with you. But then on top of that, they look, man, y'all probably trying to swing or something like that, or you know, right. That's your girlfriend sitting over there like, no, it ain't like that. Yeah. Man, now other females don't believe that. So now you messing up my action. You know what I'm saying? And then again, if you're having all of my time, that's time keeping away of if I have a significant other, girlfriend, wife, fiance, whatever, I'm taking time away from my significant other hanging with you. You know what I'm saying? And then she's not gonna like that energy. She don't care if I'm hanging with JB, all that shit, then you know, okay, whatever, y'all kicking out guy time or whatever. Yeah. But you hanging out with another female? Doing stuff that you can't do with her, having conversations you can't have with her. Oh no, that ain't finna fly. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying. So yep. Again, like that's problematic. And so you have situations where you grew up with somebody, you work with somebody, and then there's always, like I said, that person that you met trying to holler at, and it didn't go there. So now they're just your friend by default.
Right now with the opposite sex. Now, do you think women can actually, you know what I'm saying, compartmentalize that as far as like my wife Rachel, she actually had a guy best friend, you know, growing up and stuff, and so, you know, like, do you think women can be more so, okay, this is my friend, and not really, you know, think about going to another level with that?
I think it depends on the, like, because there's situations where, like, if like, let's just say, like, and our dads was always cool, even though we didn't grow up side by side together, but like, let's just say we had, you know what I'm saying? Well, 9 times out of 10, like, you know, your sister would probably look at me like, oh, that's just Roche, like, oh, that's like my brother, you know what I'm saying? And so it wouldn't have been a situation where, like, she was looking at me like, oh, you know what I'm saying, because we've grown up like that, you know. But in the sense of, you meet somebody at school, you meet somebody at work or whatever, I just always feel like somebody, whether it's her or whether it's him, and the way you know is this: if the woman ever is looking at him like, how come you don't ever give somebody like me a chance? Then that means she the one. So yeah, that's your friend, right. But you see him, you're only accepting friendship because he's not looking at you in the other way. Right. Because if he was, you've been waiting on him.
Because then on the flip side, they'll be, like I said, us dudes, we know in general how we think. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody's your friend, and so let's say somebody that you're attracted to, you're a friend with, but you know they going with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So now, when something go down with them, she's likely going to be talking to you about this said person, and so, you know how women can get sometimes, can be emotional and stuff, and as a man, you can, you know, take advantage of it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so, and you ain't gonna be like, no, like, you know what I'm saying, well, it just kind of happened, like, nah, well, you know, you knew in the position that you was in, like, I'll play the left field until I can get into the center, you know, right. Get into the center field.
We always trying to get in the center.
You know what I'm saying? You try to get into center field, so it's like you have to really.
Man, we trying to do the Drew Hill journey.
Well, the Drew Hill
trying to get in there.
So that's what can happen, and you know, I'm for one. I know, like, I've been on the other end of it to where I had some female friends like, man, I'll just, you know, I play the sidelines, you know, until, you know what I'm saying, what's back in the day, you played that little jump rope, you try to jump in, you like, you kind of waiting,
right.
Okay, now, you know, you kind of get in, and so it's like, that's, you know, you can say unfortunate, fortunate, or whatever, but that is, you know, most men's mindset. Now, the ones that don't say, oh no, I never think about, you know, so and so of that nature, you know, ever. Like, if anybody says that, one or two things will probably happen. You know, I think you said it. You maybe grew up with that person. You knew them since you were 3 or 4 years old.
Like y'all moms was best friends, or y'all's dads was best friends, or something like that. And y'all just like, y'all all in the same neighborhood and everybody's cool like that. And even in that case, it can happen, but that's like, okay, y'all known each other since y'all was 3 or kindergarten or something like that, okay.
But like, that's not, let's say, Tanya, that's Tanya, whatever. Right.
Tanya,
like, you know, I've seen her, you know, in different other circumstances. It's like, okay, I don't even see her like that.
Right.
You know, but let's say if you know, you're grown up now, you're 7th, 8th grade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so now you're becoming, you know, friends with somebody, then it's like, yeah, she kind of, you know, she cute, but, you know, maybe she ain't gonna give me a shot, but I'm just gonna stay her friend now. What is like, but if she want to though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the way you know is, and I'm gonna tell you ladies, you won't do it. And Steve said in a friendly way. But like my way to see if you really want to know, and I had a homeboy of mine, and it wasn't on this level, but like he was trying to gauge, I guess, to see, like, you know what I'm saying, like, how do I look at you as my homeboy? You know what I'm saying? So he had asked me something, and the way I responded, he was like, dang, you know what, like, I know you rock with me for real. You know what I'm saying? I know you my nigga for real. Like, it ain't based on this and that. Like, I know you rock with me for real. But he didn't say it in the night. Like, he just straight up like, hey, you know, if this happened, you know, what would you do? I'm like, okay, well, this is what I do, and I do this, and, you know, whatever. I ain't asking why he was asking me that or what. I just told him what I do. And he was like, oh, man, you know what? He said, man, I need to rap. I was like, what's up? He said, this is why I asked you. He said, man, but that showed me how you move. Man, bitch.
Yeah.
So don't try to sugarcoat it. Don't try to make it nice. Straight up hit the nigga up. Act like, you know what I'm saying, you in desperation. Act like your loins are burning. You know what I'm saying? You have a fever. Yeah. And the only cure is that D. And you tell him you need him to come knock it down. You need him to be like, what's the Paul Bunyan? I need you to chop it down.
Right.
And see what his response is. If his response ain't if his response ain't a girl, you crazy. If his response ain't, man, stop tripping, like, you know, get off my phone. If his response ain't that, if he think about it, if he pause, if he then you know he was just waiting for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Cause as many times as we went out, and I'm talking about prior to what 2013, like when we was, you know what I'm saying, you be coming back from college, so we go out
in it to win it.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're going. Oh man, you been in that new spot, man. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and we, you know what I'm saying? Like you know how you used to do, man. You was always GQ with it. You know what I'm saying? You have on the joints you have on in the Picture for the Preacher Man podcast. You know, you have on that cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you had your loafers on. Yeah, man, you ready? Cause that was your move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? K will have on his just a regular Smith. Like I'm matching from head to toe, but I'm just regular.
Got the Duke Sport
waves. You know
waves.
what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah. You know. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, man.
With the little waves.
That man brushing nonstop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know me, like, I was straight thugging. Like, it's just like, I ain't trying to leave cute for no, like, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But we was in our proud mode.
Right.
you know what I'm saying? We were how we were, but like we was not going out like, hey guys, let's just when we go out tonight, let's see if we can add some friends. Let's see if we can make this trio a quartet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can add a couple more and make it a good quintet. Add some feminine energy.
Right.
To the bit. Like no dude in history has ever said that.
No.
Even so much to the point, and I ain't trying to be funny. When have you, and you're married now, but when have you ever had a girlfriend or a woman somebody who was dating, and like we going out and we go to a party, and I stole this from the late great Patrice O'Neal. He said, when have you ever been like, hey, you know what to make this more party better, man? You know what to make this more live? You know what to make this shake jump? Man, if my girl was here.
Ooh.
Because when you're out, you're not thinking about.
Right.
So even, especially if you're single.
Yep.
You're not going nowhere trying to find a friend, an acquaintance, an associate. Like, no, you become a friend because I'm not attracted to you. You become my friend because you're not offering me relationship, sex, money, food. You know, it's just like, oh, okay, if you're offering me one of those things, but I can't get something else or whatever, then okay, you following, I keep you as a friend then.
Right.
But I was really trying to shoot my shot and holler at you, it didn't work out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You become my friend because I'm in the same space. Like we're working in the same cubicle space. Like if this was the office and we had cubicles, you're my friend because we at work every day. Mm-hmm. But as soon as you retire or quit, like a year passed and be like, oh, you ain't nobody hollered at Susan lately. Hey, what happened to, man, you know what? She sure did used to work, and you're like,
right.
Out of sight, out of mind. You know what I'm saying? And I could name like my homegirl DJ AO. You know what I'm saying? Consider her a friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, you know what I'm saying? And we have hung out and everything like that. But you know what I'm saying? We don't talk on the phone all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a couple times out the year where something going on, rag, you'll never guess what happened. And we might chop it up for a minute, but man, she got a life to live, she don't have to think, vice versa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now again, that's somebody, she called me, I'm coming, vice versa. If I call, it's been some times in my life, I can call her, she was coming, but it's been on that level. And she's somebody who I knew because her cousin was my manager at one point. And he was like, man, I got a cousin that be rapping. I'm like, oh, bit, man, where he at? Man, you got to hear my cousin, man. So I'm like, man, where he at? Then he brought, I'm like, man, who is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? You bring this little bitty girl up in this. And then she started rapping like, yeah, man, killing it. And so, like, we've been thick as thieves ever since.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, that happened. It wasn't like I met her out somewhere and said, oh, you know what? She's cool. I think I'm going to add her to my list of friends.
I want to add to that just what, you remember that song we did with that Do Music Out of Space joint? Mm-hmm. She put a little couple of 16s on that joint. That joint was fire, man. Like, I just had to mention that. Like, she
She
blessed us a few times with a jump.
And we was doing the mixtapes at the TSU homecoming.
Yeah.
And so, like, the nigga tried to come up and battle rap me or whatever, right? Because I had been rapping. Yeah. And so he tried to battle me, and now I was like, we looked at each other, and he's like, man, don't even waste your time. And I was like, man, you know what? I said, I got somebody for him. I said, hey, yo, take care of my label. Man, when I tell you she destroyed that nigga, dude left. I was like, you still with me? I mean, because but we would do that, though. Like, because it was times, like, she'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody be trying to come at her, she'd be like, man, Red, get this nigga, like, you know what I mean? And we come through, like, you know, but like I said, that's my roadie, that's my homie, you know what I'm saying? For sure. And again, you have people like that. And so, like I said, we had to put a caveat on that. But at the same time, we don't, as guys, we don't go out looking to make friends. Unless we're homosexuals. Now, if a guy's a homosexual, then, of course, he's going to do that. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's, well, at least for me, I don't want to speak in general. The dudes that I know that are homosexual, they have a lot of girlfriends or female friends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so if that's...
And I mean, I know a few that have some. They don't have a whole lot of male friends, but they have a few of them. But even with that, it's like a respect thing. Like, okay, they're not coming at none of the guys or anything like that. Like that's somebody they grew up with, or they homeboy they tight with, and they're not coming at like that. And it's understood this is where I am, and they like, okay, we respect where you at, but this not where we at, and as long as that line ain't crossed, we cool.
Right.
But like to your point, you know, if generally that's what you see. You know, you have a woman, she be changing in front of the nigga. Oh, he gay, I ain't worried about it. Don't change in front of me.
No.
Don't try to sleep in the bed with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't. I had a young lady ask me one time. She was like, "So you mean to tell me I couldn't come stay with you, and you wouldn't try me?" I said, "It depends on how you staying with me. Like, if you ain't got a place to stay and you need to or you can have my bed. I'll sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, you talking about coming to stay with me, sleeping? No, you can't come sleep in my bed with me.
Yeah.
Like you done lost your whole mind."
But that's always how it works, though. Like that's, you know, it's not even, I guess, maybe just intentional, but it's just innate in our being as far as we can talk to women. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, just for me, like, I'm in class at TSU. We got different, you know, people in class, and we got homework, other stuff we got to get into. You in groups or something like that. Like, okay, let me get your number and holler at you, you know, to, you know, because you're smart in class. You can maybe help me with this work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, okay, and then it turned into, oh, she cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, but everything is pretty much contingent on her and how she wants to present.
Yep.
Yeah, how she present. Like, if she was like, oh, she kind of, you know, kind of giving me some play a little bit, you know what I'm saying, or kind of flirt a little bit. Okay, well, you know, you take it to a level to where, okay, we kind of see where it's at. You know what I mean? It's like, but, I mean, truth be told, I mean, if you got one of those woman friends that are not as attractive to you.
Well, no, but that's
you know,
how you become the hunk. Like, because I'm not trying to holler at you.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? You provide another need or service. Like, I ain't got a ride, you got a car. You know what I'm saying? I can't cook. I ain't got no food. You always cooking.
You got food
You know
stamps?
what I'm saying? Like, right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or I got some dollars to throw, you know, to get some of them food stamps. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the case may be, how y'all hang out. But even in that aspect, it's the other way around. Because that person is looking at you like, how come you don't give me a chance? Or like, you know, I like you. Or, you know, I cooked tonight. You didn't come over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, no, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? Then, like, you get a girlfriend or something like that. And then they be like, oh, how come your girlfriend don't cook? It's like, well, hold up.
Right.
We're friends.
Right.
What difference does it make?
Yeah.
But that's how you know, again, for a guy, that's how you know she was looking at you the other way. And so I'm not saying, and I heard this from Pastor Moss, I heard this from Pastor King. I never saw anybody that I saw my dad that he considered, and he referred to them, oh, this is my sister in Christ with her, but he knows her husband. If he gotta call them, he'll call their husband first and be like, hey, I need to talk to sister such and such about whatever we do in the church, whatever like that. And a lot of times he's sitting there having a conversation, and guess what? My mama's sitting right in the room.
Right.
And even when she get up and walk around and do whatever she doing, it's like, cause it ain't no late at night stuff. It ain't can we go kick it or nothing like that. They're talking exactly what they talking about, and then it's I'm gonna holler at you later. Oh, it's good talk. We gotta talk again. Nah, ain't none of that.
Yeah, and that's
You know
why
what I'm saying?
I think it's good to have, you know, once you're, you know, together in a marriage relationships and stuff, to have other. I like to, you know, even watch movies and stuff where people have actually, well, how did I get married and stuff? You know, they have married couples that they call the opposite sex friends, but it's really contingent on, you know, your homeboy, because that's your homeboy's wife. If that's your homeboy's wife, okay, we cool. You know what I'm saying?
But even then, you can't be kicking it with them on a one-on-one without your homeboy, unless, like unless, for example, it was a situation where, use a perfect movie example, The Equalizer. Remember how Denzel was cool with the lady? Yeah. But when he drove up, he came, like the husband came and they dapped up and they all talking. Right. And in the second movie, he was with the husband more than he was with the wife. Yeah. Not to spoil it for anybody, but they had a good enough relationship to where it wasn't odd. Like, oh, what are you doing? Why are you here? Like, no, they was tight enough to where he could still talk to him on that level, even though. And guess where he knew her from though? Work. The CIA, like they came up together through the ranks. But guess what? He was friends with her husband too. But I give you another movie. Remember Soul Food? Remember my boy that messed up, and that she was the cousin. Yep. Now, and really, I blame all three of them, but really, the person who had the most blame was Vanessa Williams. Because this nigga sexually frustrated. You ain't giving him none. Number one. Number two, he trying to talk to you about your family stuff. You constantly stay in your lane, stay out my business. This ain't got nothing to do with you. You know, she Joe Budden and mob him. You know what I'm saying? Right. So he can't do that. He trying to hang out with you. Oh, let's go do this. Let's remember we used to go do that. No, we ain't going there. I gotta do this. Then his band playing like, hey, my band is playing. You know, come on out. I ain't got no time to do that. So the cousin, I need you. Oh, you play music. I need a mixtape or whatever. And so his friend, and again, he didn't make a move on the cousin. Even when she got the gig and she's like, let's celebrate now, he shouldn't have never, where he was wrong is he shouldn't have never got drunk with the chick. Yeah. But it wasn't like they was sitting on the couch or nothing. He on the piano, remember? Yeah. He on the piano playing, and what she do? She got up, grabbed his hand out of the piano, stuck it straight in the honey pot. And that junk was, man, honey was hot and dripping, sticky, ready. Icky. And then next thing you know, he lost all of it. All right, it was over. I mean, Vanessa Williams come downstairs and he got cuz up on the, like, man, got her posted up. Yeah. But again, that does not happen if you're not in a situation, you're hanging with that person. Can't think of the name of the movie. It's a Richard Gere movie. Richard Gere and I can't remember the lady's name who played in it, but they was married. She was going to this dude and he was teaching her how to paint or whatever. So she's spending all this time with him. She's not painting. Then next thing you know, they have an affair. Richard Gere find out. He ended up killing the dude and hiding the body with her. But again, how does that happen? Because you spending all this time with this dude. He's just supposed to be teaching you how to paint. He's going to teach you how to get the strokes down. But now he's stroking it. You know what I'm saying? Now Richard Gere, the nigga from Pretty Woman, he done killed this dude. I'm gonna find out the name of the title. You know what I'm saying? So you can tag it, put it at the bottom. I'm gonna find it out.
Yeah, find it out, man.
I can't remember. It's not What Lies Beneath. I think is it What Lies Beneath? I can't remember if that's the name of it. But yeah. So I mean, again, that's another movie. Is that? Oh no, that's Harrison Ford. But I'm just saying, like it's I'm gonna find the name of that movie. Right. You know what I'm saying? But again, like the problem that happened is you have these one-on-one situations where you're just saying, like, oh, this is my friend, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't intending on it being that, and then you get in that situation, you get in that position. The name of the movie is Unfaithful. That's what it was, Unfaithful.
Okay, I seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, remember because he hit the dude over the head with the thing and wrapped him over the carpet.
Yeah, I know.
But I was gonna find it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But what's the other movie? The Family That Prays.
Yeah.
Remember? She got with the dude. Can't think of his name.
I know what you're talking about.
So now Lathan got with the dude or whatever, and that's the only acceptable time that it's okay to slap a woman. Cause that's when the nigga from Pookie from The Game, remember? Yeah, when she told him that the son wasn't his and that he wasn't no man and everything. The next thing you know, he just And Tyler Perry had to catch him.
Yeah, he caught him on that.
You know, but again, like she not acceptable to hit women. But I'm just saying, you don't tell a man to his face that the son that he's been raising is not his, and furthermore, that he's not a man, even though he's been working hard to do that. You just setting yourself up for the fail.
I might have gave a round of applause, and I think I was in the theater watching that, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was just like, bro, like it had to be done.
Oh, I jumped up. I was like, oh!
I was like, bro,
nigga.
Like, certain
But
things you
again,
just
like
don't
no,
do,
like
right?
when you talk about abuse, that wasn't an abuse situation. Like he was the one being abused.
For sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, and
Definitely.
then she was tearing him down before she even got to that point, and he was just even Tyler Perry and who played it? Was that Taraji that played her sister in that movie, or was it Regina? Regina, it was either Taraji or Regina Hall that was her
May have
sister.
been a
in that
Regina. I
movie.
don't think I remember.
But whoever her sister was like, you tripping? Shut up! You're saying too much.
Right.
Stop.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And like, but again, you had a situation. You working one-on-one with this guy. We just, you know what I'm saying? What's that other movie? Boomerang. Remember? Eddie guy with Halle. Oh, me and Jacqueline are just friends. You know what I'm saying? No, we not even there no more. And then
She became interested.
but even on the flip though, if you remember, on the flip, Halle was originally just friends with Eddie. And David Allen Greer was liking her.
Right.
He was in the friend zone because she was not accepting.
Because that was all she wanted to.
All she wanted was the relationship. I mean, all she wanted was the friendship.
Yeah.
And then she started liking Eddie. And then so he go, but because he's still friends.
Right.
And this was peak Robin Givens. I mean, she hadn't changed much. I ain't gonna lie.
I know she was hot then.
Like, yeah, I mean,
She was
I
it.
ain't gonna lie. Like, I wouldn't mess my whole life up for it. But like, if I ain't have nothing to do on a Sunday night, like Robin could get it. I'm just saying.
Robin.
Like, if I was available, and I ain't had nothing to do on Sunday night,
Right.
Robin could get it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Robin.
I mean, now I'm not talking about.
I said now.
Yeah, now. No, I'm not saying like now. Like I said, I'm not gonna miss. I'm not gonna
seen
miss
her
my
in a minute.
life up for
Yeah,
Robin.
Right.
I'm just saying, but if it was there, like Robin is still, you know.
What about Chloe Bailey? What about-
Oh no, hey, you know, hey,
Chloe
Hey,
Bailey.
for the win, for the she is just blessed. She is talented. Like I wouldn't even try to be her friend.
Yeah,
For what?
She a child of
Because
God.
my intentions would not be pure.
Yeah.
And then that's just like when you see somebody that's beautiful and gorgeous, like what Arsenio saying coming to me. Man can't make it like that. It's the Hugh Hefner who sits on high and looks down below. You know what I'm saying? What's your girl?
You talking about Angie?
Yeah, Simmons.
Angela?
Yeah, like again, like I tell you, throwback, Nia Long. Just somebody that's just like,
Yeah.
like Vivica in '97.
Right.
You know, like set it off, Vivica.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like some of you just have to acknowledge that it's like, hey,
Right.
you got the juice. Like Regina Hall, like you got the juice.
Right.
The juice is loose.
And this is saying like if
Hoops,
Yeah.
Skylar,
Yeah.
the WNBA Sky. Like, let me stop. I'm saying.
And so yeah, so and it's not even, you know, that they'll put the boundary there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you give a glimmer of anything.
Man, I respect Devon Franklin. He is my hero. Whatever he's doing, I need to
I
do it
forgot
right.
he was
But what
the
I'm
girl.
saying is that like if like Megan Good couldn't be my friend at all for nothing. We have nothing to talk about one-on-one. We can talk in the group.
We say, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can speak. We can church hug. We can side hug.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, like that's it.
So you smack better.
Nigga, if I was in Hollywood, like let's just say we blow and become famous and they have us on movies and stuff,
Yeah.
and we like a radio host. Yeah, you listen to 103.8. You know what I'm saying? The WAP. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, you know, like and we in movies and stuff like that. I couldn't be in no make out scenes with her. No, I got a body double.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be sitting my no.
Yeah.
In that situation, I'd be a walking personnel violator.
Yeah.
I'd be in the principal's office tomorrow. Like, Raglan, did you say something? Yeah, I did. But you gotta see what had happened was I had on my gray sweatpants, right? And I had just woke up, so I ain't have on no drawers, threw the gray sweatpants on, you know. Morningwood Academy, you know what I'm saying? And I was in attendance,
Yep.
saluting the flag.
It's a
And,
fun.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, no. So it's just like certain people I know I could not be friends with and wouldn't even attempt to be.
Right. And so and that's the thing, because as a man, like, it's all if you're attracted to him, like it's different. Like, you know, anybody that you're not attracted to or that, you know, you don't even find attractive, you can be like, okay, yeah, that's my, you know, we've been to church with people, you know what I'm saying, that would be like, you know what I'm saying.
I don't want to be me, because I was gonna say, let's make the top list of top 5 women you could be friends with, but that's gonna be looking like, oh, it must be something wrong with them.
Right.
So I got one though I could be friends with. That's a track. Like I could be friends with Halle Berry.
You can be her Halle Berry.
Cause I would just say like, just look at the track
record.
So I don't want none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could be friends with Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
I don't, cause if I got to be walking around wearing like moon boots and hammer pants,
right?
You know what I'm saying? With this jersey on and some hammer pants and moon boots,
incense
and a fedora.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good.
Yeah.
Whatever you selling, I'm not buying.
Yeah.
With your money, with cryptocurrency,
right?
I'm straight.
I can agree with those. I can agree with those.
Them two, I could be we could be cool, because now I don't want none of what you got.
I don't
want none of what you got.
I don't need that energy.
I don't want none of what you got.
I don't need that energy. I can.
And I don't care, because like, and guess what? If for the niggas, oh, it's amazing, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Usually the stuff to be amazing and one to get you. But, you know, that's another thing. But yeah.
Who could you not be friends with?
Who could I not be friends
with? I know who one is. Cause this is cause she's the our award for the side of the face award.
Angela, you say Angela Simmons. Mm-hmm. You couldn't be friends with her. Mm-hmm. Kerry Hilson. You know what I'm saying? No.
My name's Kerry. Yeah. Nah, I couldn't. Yeah.
Like I agree that. Like you just nah. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even go in and fool yourself with that, because you know what I'm saying? Like if you're friends, you're just more so of you're in waiting. You know what I'm saying? You're just you're waiting to be a confidant. You're waiting to be an earpiece for whenever somebody else is kind of mess up. You're kind of just there and be like, well, let's go grab some coffee.
All right. I mean, well, see, and so the female friends that I do have that watch this episode are not gonna have nothing to say, because they know where I'm coming from, and we've had these conversations about some of their friends or whatever. Yeah. But then some of the other ones know, oh, well, you know what? While I don't agree with what he's saying, like, yeah, but we friend, but I used to knock you down, or we used to date, or we used to like, that's why so that doesn't apply, because it was some attraction there or liking there. Yeah. But no, you already know, I couldn't be friends with Megan Good. I couldn't be friends with Chloe Bailey. I couldn't be friends with Kelly Rowland. I couldn't be friends. Man, no, not that chocolate. Negatory.
Chocolate drop.
Negative to the tip.
The original chocolate drop.
Man. I couldn't be friends with Hoops. I couldn't be friends with Skylar Diggins, Shanae Ngakwe. What's my girl that be with Janae Hill, Carrie Champion?
Not Carrie. Not at all.
Malika Andrews. She's on there with Stephen A now. Her name is Charlie.
Charlie, yep.
Yeah, she used to be on WWE.
She hosts them.
Yeah, she used to be on WWE.
Yep.
Like, could not be friends with her. Nia Long, Regina. I ain't seen Vivica recently, but if she looked like she looked in '97, I could not be friends with Vivica. Like I have an expansive list. I have it written down somewhere. Yeah. But it's just like when I sent, like, nope, you like I gotta show you a clip of this, but Chris Jericho, I know you know who he is back in the day. Yeah. But when he was in WWE a few years ago, like, he'll come out there, he's like, so you think you're just gonna boo Chris Jericho like that? You know what happens when you boo Chris Jericho? You know what happens when you get the crowd riled up? You just made the list. Like, and so people would like be chanting, and he had some paper, and people would be like, no, I don't want to make the list. Like, all of them chicks made the list. Yeah. And I have a list. And I don't have enough time to go over all the people who are on the list.
It's a lot of people on the list. Even some people like
it's a list.
You can't.
It's a list.
Yeah, it gotta be a list, but you have
the Black Panther movie, the one that played his sister. Yeah. Oh, what's my girl? Lupita.
Lupita.
Yeah, she was Nakia in Black Panther. And she played in 12 Years a Slave.
Okay.
And she played,
with the short hair?
Yeah, man, I know we have nothing to talk about.
Right.
But the weather, that's it. It's sunny day and that's it. I can't hang out with you.
Yeah.
No.
And that's And that's the thing. Like you know, we wholeheartedly agree on that because, you know, especially if you're attracted to them or they're cute or, you know what I'm saying, you just became friends with them while you're at work or something.
I'm not even gonna say some of the people that I work with now because I don't know who watches this podcast, but no, like some like we cool up like we but I don't call them hey, what you doing this week? I can't do it.
Right. So to me, when I call a friend, that's somebody I can call like 1 o'clock in the morning. I call you, hey, Rag, what's up? Like I'm going through
use
this.
the
I need
term
this.
friend too loosely.
We do, because a friend is like, honestly, most people have more associates,
Right, acquaintances or close acquaintances or close associates
than they actually do friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, friends is somebody that you can hit up, be like, look, I'm having this type of day.
Yeah.
Meet me at Applebee's. Let's go to the bar. Let's kick it.
Your friend does not have to necessarily be somebody that you hang out with all the time.
Right.
It's a person that when you call them and you need them, they are there.
Yeah. For sure.
And vice versa, like case in point, our boy E.
Yeah.
You know, I can't tell you when the last time me and E kicked it.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he can tell you, and I can tell you, like, if it's been some times, like, if I call him to hang out, and this is the craziest thing, call him to hang out, call him to kick it, call him to say what's up, can't find him. But, like, times I was really in the jam, it's like, hey.
He right there.
Like, and like, dang, this nigga done showed up, like, you can't come kick it with me, but when I was in the jam, he was there.
Right.
Times he was in something. You know what I'm saying? Like, going through some things. He ain't got to call me. Man, you good? I'm there.
Right.
You know, now again, you got some other people, you know what I'm saying? Like we talk, we hang out. Like we communicate at least 4 days a week.
Right. Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know, right.
This is the best power here, like I said, as much as we communicate now, especially with the podcast and stuff like that, we communicate often, but just like you said, I don't want to give off the vibe that I don't have any female friends at all. Like I do. Like one of my good female friends, Melanie, you know, with the TSU with, she, you know, we've been, you know, super tight, you know, for years. But like I said, I don't talk to her often. She called me when my pops passed.
Right.
You know,
but you met her where?
Right. I met her in college.
Okay, so again, it's like a work type situation, school type situation.
Right. And so we became real cool, real friends. You know what I'm saying? To where, you know, we never have, you know, crossed that line or even, you know, even potentially thought about that. You know?
How did y'all meet each other?
Funny thing is, I think we met because she actually had a thing for Cornelius.
Okay, so wow. But again, so it was a situation where it wasn't like you went and said, I'm going to make you my friend.
Right.
It was a proximity thing.
It was one of those things to where she was kind of, she knew somebody else in the circle.
Right.
She was around. We hung out. Maybe went to the cafeteria, TSU at lunch or something. Hung out. Cool. I bet. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you know what I'm saying? And so the other friend, Erica, you know, she went to TSU too. She was around in that time too, to where we was kind of hanging out sometime, kicking it, just real cool stuff. And so, you know, it's not impossible to have women friends, but, you know, for somebody that you're attracted to or that you think is nice or something, like it is. Like because you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? If like for me, a turn off has always been for a woman to kind of be overly aggressive. Right. Like if you're overly aggressive, I'm kind of like, you kind of selling it too hard. I don't need it. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? But if they plan to put it out there, it's like, you know, you gonna get it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You know, that's the difference between.
I mean, it depends on how it comes though.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like now, if you already want to, and they like, what you waiting on? That's different.
Yeah.
But like, if I ain't even approached you, and you coming to me like,
easy.
So what's up? I got it on the platter. What you gonna do? Like, I ain't even looking your direction, child. You need to chill out.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like I said, it's just one of those things, and I know the Breakfast Club talked about this, which I wholeheartedly disagree with all three of them. And I need to go up and pull up transcript, but if I'm not mistaken, both DJ Envy and Charlamagne have spoken way in the past, not recently, where they cheated on their wives. So, I mean, you've obviously cheated on somebody, which means that if you cheated on your significant other, who did you cheat with? You know, it wasn't a random. It wasn't somebody you just walked down the street like, hey, let's smash. It was somebody you knew, somebody you was cool with, somebody you were familiar with, a friend, so to speak. So you're disqualified automatically, even if it was years ago, because you just further proved the point. So if you do have a friend now, it is somebody that you work with, somebody you cool, but it stays strictly in that lane. Y'all are not talking and kicking it all the time, hanging out with you, going to sleep on their couch or something like that, like you smoking the good weed. And if they did, they slept on my couch, it's somebody you're not attracted to. It's somebody that you don't think is attractive or cute. Right. So you don't care because you're not finna do nothing because you don't even get agitated or aggravated by them. And that works both ways. That's why some women can sleep in the bed. Oh, yeah, I can sleep in my bed. You don't know what he thinking because he don't make you wet. Right. You're not thinking about him, but that don't mean you don't get him hard. Right. Like with Angela Yee, she spoke strictly from her perspective. Oh, I have male friends and you don't know what they're thinking because I guarantee you you have not asked them if I gave it to you, if I was willing to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you in between these thighs. Like, what's up? Yeah. And see what he gonna say. I dare any woman, and you ain't gotta be vulgar or nothing, but like, I dare any woman, tell a nigga you gonna suck his dick and see what he say. Now, if he make the crazy face at you and say, get out of my face, you crazy, you know what, we ain't even cool no more. If he give you that, then you got a friend. Yeah, it's different. But now, if he think about it, if he rationalize, I don't want to ruin the friendship, then you already know he's not righteous. He's just your friend out of proximity, out of convenience.
Exactly. So.
Cause I know niggas that's done gotten some head from people that just like, nigga, what is you thinking? So now if it's somebody who cute and you offering, exactly. And he said, oh, that's just my friend. No, that's what you think. It's not what he's think. And we speak fluent, dude. Yeah. I speak English well. I pray in the spirit. I speak dude. I know some Spanish words, but I speak dude. Yeah. I speak dude fluently. I speak dude in English, Spanish, and French. I'm cold with speaking dude. So we're trying to tell you the way dudes speak, but y'all don't want to hear us though.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. So take notice, man, and just do what you do. But
stay woke.
Yeah, but Uncle Steve, I think got a good point on this, man. But until next time, y'all, continue with that executive mindset.
And most definitely keep it presidential. Bow.
Salute.
Arrivederci.